So the objectives of your course modules and your textbook. In this section, we'll talk about what your textbook and your course modules are intended to do. Both the modules and your textbook will aim for you as a student and a practitioner to be conversant in research, and this will happen by building your awareness with examples and activities. The modules are intended to present research to you in a simple and informal way. You still must read the section of the chapter of your textbook, section or chapter of your textbook that each module refers to. The objectives of each chapter are clearly presented in the textbook in this particular section, objectives of your textbook, and there will be some overlap between the modules and the textbook. The modules designed here are intended to elaborate what you're already learning in the textbook with more examples and videos. They may be narrated videos or they may be videos available on the internet, just to create a deeper understanding of research literacy. The description of textbook objectives in the section titled Objectives of the Textbook and Chapter Summaries briefly introduces you to the content of what you might expect to read for every chapter in a logical and sequential manner. For each of those chapters, there is a corresponding module available as narrated video with corresponding text. There are a total of 9 modules and each of which corresponds to 9. So you have 9 chapters because there are 9 modules. Each module corresponds to 1 chapter. Now, every module at the end will have a section on learning activities. Make sure that, even though they are, some of these activities are from your textbook, others have been created to support the content previously presented in the module if the existing learning activities from the textbook were insufficient. So you might have, instead of a couple of activities, you may have 3 or 4. When you think about the modules are meant to work as an instructor and proxy, okay? Therefore, even though they're based on the textbook, much like any instructor would, the modules will aim to go deeper and explain in detail each and every concept that's relevant to your mastery of the concepts presented. So at this time, go ahead and read the section titled Objectives of the Textbook and Chapter Summaries from Chapter 1 of your textbook. What we will do next is we will move on to the final section of Chapter 1, which describes how you can best use the text. And what I will be doing in the next module is describing the best ways to use the modules in addition to the text.